What is ethics? Huh? Get it? Ethics versus morals, the principle of right and wrong in behavior. In this video, we would go over the characters of a relationship. We tried to do a whole dilemma on if we had what if this football player and his wife were happily married and a situation came up and he got on board to do something before either asking or letting his wife know. And we go through these scenes with him trying to build up the situation on what would they do, how would the events turn out the way he wants them or even she wants them. I hope you like it, and here we go.
You ready? Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember.
So when are you gonna tell her?
Tell her what?
Hello, you're getting traded to another team.
Man, this is a touchy topic. I don't know how to bring it up. And she just got this new job. She really likes it.
Dr. Lane, MD. Man, I can't believe she's really a doctor. You got lucky with that woman.
Yeah, I'm blessed to have her in my life.
Well, don't tell her. You can move to Dallas by yourself. You get a divorce. Because there ain't no way Lane's moving to Dallas. Her career's here.
I'll tell her tonight.
Good luck with that, man. Let her know before the press tells it for you.
Yeah. Okay, Christian, you got this. Just tell the truth. Lane, I know you love your job, but I love mine too. No, she's not gonna go for that. Baby, I got some exciting news. I just got traded to a new team. Yay! I can't believe it! I'm so excited! Nah, she's not gonna do that either. Okay, baby. I just got traded to another team, Dallas, and hopefully we can work this out. I don't know how you'll react, but I'm hoping we can work through this.
Hey babe, dinner's ready.
Okay, Christian, you got this. You are Christian Smith. Yeah.
Thank you.
Lane, I have to tell you something. I think we need to sit down.
Okay. Is it serious? You're making me nervous.
Yeah. So, Coach called me in his office the other day, and
And?
he said I've been traded.
Traded?
Traded.
To where?
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas? Like Dallas, Texas, Dallas? Can they even do that?
Technically, they can. I mean, the coaches and owners, they can do whatever they want to.
I mean, what am I supposed to do?
I mean, hopefully you'll come with me. I mean, this is my dream. I've always dreamed about playing for the Cowboys.
What about my dream?
I mean, what about your dreams?
Wait, are you serious right now? What about my dreams? Hold on. Do you know how many years I've been in medical school? I've been in school 8 years, and you're saying, what about my dream?
I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Fix it. I'm not leaving. I'm not go at the restaurant?
What was she wearing?
I don't even know.
Those shoes.
I'd get arrested or something.
She ought to be. So what's up with you? I've been getting a really weird feeling from you lately.
Well, so Christian just got traded to another team,
Really? Where?
Dallas.
Wow, Dallas, that's great.
Wait, why are you so happy?
But that's his dream.
I mean, I know, but what about my dream? I mean, I just got this job. What, like 6 months ago? I mean, I love everyone there, and you can't just expect me to pick up everything and move.
I know, but I know if it was James, I would go anywhere for him. What happened when he told you?
I got pissed and I walked out.
Well, if you want someone that's unbiased and will hear both sides, maybe you guys should go see a therapist.
Maybe. That might be a good idea. I mean, we obviously can't talk about it by ourselves, so.
Why do we have to come see a therapist?
We're having issues.
Why can't we just talk about it?
Well, we obviously can't. I mean, you don't want to talk. The way I want to talk.
Okay, girl, I'll see you in a sec. All right, I have a patient, so.
What's your name?
Okay, we'll talk after.
Bye.
Hey, how are
Hi.
you? I'm
Okay.
Dr. Zoe Hart.
Elaine, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Christian.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, what seems to be the problem?
Well, Lane and I have been arguing lately. Just a conflict of interest, basically. So we just came here to get some help.
What's the problem, Lane?
Well, Christian just got traded to another team. And he just wants me to pick up my life and leave everything and go with him.
And Christian, what's your job exactly?
I'm a football player. I've been in the NFL for 5 years, playing for the Carolina Panthers. And just last week, I just got traded to the Dallas Cowboys.
That's awesome. And Lane, what do you do?
I am a neurosurgeon at Charlotte Medical.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Power couple.
I just got my job there. I just got my position, and I love my coworkers. I love my patients. I'm just starting to, get this relationship with my patients, and I can't just leave. I can't just leave everything here and go with you.
Do you think you could stay here, Christian? Or what do you think?
No. I mean, the contract's already been signed.
And the contract was signed when?
Last week.
Before you talked to me.
So you didn't tell her that you signed the contract?
Well, I tried to tell her, but she walked out the door.
That was yesterday.
So, Lane, Christian's found you a job. Are you willing to go?
You ready? Let's go!
Hello. Thanks for joining me today. If you don't already know my name is Asa Watson. Today we're talking about secrecy. What is a secret? Bach argues that anything can be a secret as long as it is kept intentionally hidden, set apart in the mind of its keeper, as requiring concealment. Bach holds that there is both a need for and danger of secrecy, depending on the context it is used. Personal relations, gossip, business, government, whistleblowing, leaking information, and undercover police operations are just examples of how secrets can be used in a positive and negative way. Secrecy in itself is neutral, but can be used in the most innocent and lethal ways. Bach summarizes secrecy into two basic assumptions. The first says that the degree of secrecy we agree that a person should have should be equal for all. The second assumption is the desirability for partial individual control over the degree of openness or secrecy about personal matters. Human beings have an absolute necessity to have both. I'll go back. Human beings have an absolute necessity to have both in order to stay sane and free. Even in private relationships, a habit of secrecy can harm both the keeper and the excluded. In the case of Lane and Christian, we see secrecy play out when he chose to not only keep the news of his trade a secret, but also his decision to accept the trade without telling his wife. In terms of openness, instead of going to his wife, as in scene 1, he went to his best friend and decided to talk to him about it first. This is where discretion comes into play. There was nothing innately wrong about the information of Christian's trade. It was simply the hand that he was dealt. However, the way in which he chose to reveal the information and his reason for why he accepted the job, that it was his dream to play for the Cowboys, disregarded Lane's own career ambitions and came across as hurtful. This is where we see more conflict in the fight scene. Bach describes discretion as the ability to cope with the moral questions about what is fair or unfair, truthful or deceptive, helpful or harmful, and to know when to hold back in order to not bruise. If Christian had simply used discretion, been open about his trade, and not abused his power, he and Lane could have avoided conflict and harm.
Our video, our mini movie. What I'm going to be talking about is Ideal Speech Situation by Habermas. And he has about 4 criteria that he talks about. The first one is that participants must have equal opportunity to initiate and continue communicative acts. Now, in the scene that we shot on the couch where we were fighting, at the end of that scene, I just kind of walk out. And I don't give him an opportunity to continue the conversation. He initiated it when we came to sit down, but we weren't able to continue that because I just walked out. The second one is that all the participants must have equal opportunity to present arguments, explanations, interpretations, justifications. And we were able to do that at the therapist's office, where we kind of we explained ourselves and we're talking through the situations. And then the third one is that we need to be able to express honestly personal intentions, feelings, and attitudes. And as well as the other one we did at the therapist's office, we were able to tell each other how we felt and express honestly our issues with how we handled the situation. The last one is that we need to be able to present directive statements that forbid, permit, and command. And going back to that fight scene, there wasn't an opportunity to give any directive statements and to go anywhere near that. So Habermas says that this is the ideal speech situation. And I understand that when we meet all these criteria, we're able to communicate a lot better. However, I think that even if we do meet all of these criteria, we're still going to have issues in communications because I think we can talk about our feelings and let everything out on the table and have all the attitude, all of our explanations. But if we do this in a manner where we're calling each other names and using harsh words or things like that, we can get our feelings out there, but we'll still have that, we'll hold bitterness. Bless you. It's fine. We would hold bitterness, and sometimes that may do more hurt than good. And also, there are some things that shouldn't be said, and Asa talked about this in a secrecy clip. Some things are unnecessary to be said, and some things should not be said. And so yeah, that is my analysis and my critique on Habermas's ideal speech situation.
Okay. Hello. It's Dorina again. Saw me at the beginning, now I'm at the end. What? Check it. Okay, my analysis will be on Bieber. I know you saw that one coming. Yeah. So, Martin Buber. Blah, blah, blah. Buber? Martin Buber.
Buber.
Bieber.
Buber.
Buber. We're totally putting this in there. I don't care what she says. Buber. Martin Buber. Ah. Okay. So according to Buber, the facts of human existence is a man versus a man. A person is communicating with a person. 1. The developments of oneself, personality, and knowledge. When we look at inside of a marriage, what do we see? One becomes totally aware of the other person, rather than function as observing or just looking. The experience with the other side. So I analyzed, the first scene I analyzed will be right here, will be the Christian monologue to himself. We see that he's actually talking to himself, getting ready to explain why he was going over in his head what was going on. What was she gonna do to tell his wife that he had got drafted to another team? He's looking himself in the eye. He has contact. We see that he's focused. He's self-centered. He's telling himself that he could do this, and there's nothing gonna hold him back. After he's been avoiding this for the last month, but he actually went and signed already. He know that he was getting traded, and then actually signing to say he's done the deal. So when looking at the chart, the I, it, and the I, thou, we see the self-centered, not thinking about others. Why did he go talk to his friend before talking to his wife? Thinking about who's the other party in this relationship. He's so motivated on trying to talk to himself rather than talk to his wife right there in front. Christian does not really care about the relationship with his wife. You can totally see that, or maybe that's what I saw from Christian behavior, but that's just my opinion. With the monologue too, how people are treated, I think the scene with Christian and his wife, the whole treating it as just an object, rather than, oh, she would just go with me and not think anything of it. She would drop everything. And I was kind of, I just lost it.
You got it?
Yeah. That she would she would just drop whatever she was doing just to be with him. I think that was the focus in his mind, treating her as just as his wife and nothing else. Then personal communication dialogue came in. We see at the therapist session how this dilemma had been strung on to them fighting, and that we don't see. I didn't record that. To the time that we see them actually in the therapist section, and they're trying to pull out what they're really feeling and try to break it down so that the therapist can maybe help them with this dilemma, or maybe find a solution, as we would say. And then the openness comes in, where the awareness of rules, whether it be public or private. I think it was private when they were in the fighting scene of them having the conversation in their house, to be in public when bringing another person in and having them talk it out. So you can see this come into play in the therapist scene and the fight scene. And the last one, the fully mutual dialogue, the being fully aware. We don't know. I left it as a little question mark, because we don't really know what happens. Do Christian and Lane stay together? Does he really go to Dallas without her? Or we really don't see how it ends. And I left it with a question mark, because now we're fully aware of both what he was thinking and what she was thinking. Why the dilemma had become, how was it bad and good. We see in ethics that we see how some people can look at it as a negative way and how people can see it as a positive way. And that's how I wanted to see with these characters, and I had a great time making the video with Hannah and Asa. So I'm glad that I was able to do it, and hope I explained it to the fullest. I had a great time in your class. Bye.
Yeah. Just kidding. Yeah.
Success.
Yeah.
Lane, you have a keeper?
No, I don't.
The neurosurgeon. What school did you go to, Lane?
I went to Harvard and, Yale, both.
I love it. I love it.
I'm using this.
When I was in Boston this weekend, and I totally ran by MIT and stuff just to see if any guys would go.
Went to Wake Tech. Played football at Wake Tech.
For real?
I don't have a football team.
Oh. I'm sorry.
What's your backstory? Where did you play?
Yeah, where'd you play? You played at
NC State, apparently.
I played football at NC State University
I did.
You really did though.
back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s.
Wait, hold on.
How old are we? Y'all don't even have kids yet.
Oh my
Y'all not that old.
Y'all are young.
Yeah.
Thriving.
We're in our upper 20.
Yeah.
Lower 30.
No, you can be
Yeah.
in your upper 30 or lower 30s because you're done with your junk, and you're in your lower 20s and you are a cougar.
Boom.
And this is fab.
Boom.
But no, I totally wanted to go into the Harvard library to meet some guys.
I would have went. Yeah, ready?
Alright, where are we starting?
This is cool.
Stop. You're not a child. Please, for 2 seconds.
It's my agent.
Out of here!
It's your what?
My
His
agent.
agent. I
Oh.
thought you said your agent. I was like, wait, I'm your agent.
My
Agent-
My Asian persuasion.
Oh, yes.
Wait, so what are we talking? Why are we talking about this?
Oh, we're
Oh,
just
sorry. I was just
I am filming, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
He's,
gonna...
he's like getting really confused.
What is going
Wait.
on right
Oh my gosh.
He's so...
Reese, you want me to do that?
It's practical.
Why is the reason why I haven't had any kids yet?
Ooh.
Because we've been working.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm sterile.
Oh my god, there's like 15 stories in one.
Now go back and let her close the door, because this is not your house.
Wait, is she?
I've always dreamed about playing for the Cowboys.
What about my dream?
Man, what about your dream?
Are you serious?
That's not hard.
It is hard.
What about your dreams?